Are we on, guys? Let me check my mobile phone a little bit. I think we're on. I think we're on. I think we're going live. Hopefully. But let me check my phone just to be safe. Am I seeing myself? I am seeing myself. I can't click my own live stream again on mobile phone. For Christ's sake! And the music is too loud. I can't focus because it's just listening to Get on the Floor. But rough sketch makes me want to go to the arcade right away. Is there anyone at all right now? Probably no one yet because this live stream I haven't been scheduled far ahead at all. This is quite sudden, yeah? And I still cannot check my own live stream for some reason. God damn it. So I think I have to do this and do this. And no. Is it working? Like, I'm a little bit scared here. I'm just gonna type in the live stream name. Is this the end for DRS for Dancerush on YouTube search? Yeah, it's on. It's on, I guess. Just not many people right now. And the song that's being played, sometimes it will be mistaken as a licensed song, even though it's not supposed to be. Yeah, I'm seeing myself. Okay, I just have to mute myself. And well, hope that this chat box on the bottom right of the screen is working. Hope that I didn't do anything with it since the last time, honestly, so I'm not sure. But anyway, we're just gonna continue waiting for a few more people, guys. Don't want to talk to myself like at all, you know. So yeah, if anyone is still awake, if you're in Asian part of the world, or if anyone is still up here Sunday afternoon, if you're in the US, if you're in the West, do tell me if you can hear the song, if you can hear my voice at all, you know. We're waiting, okay? We're waiting until like we have a few more people. So in the meantime, let me set up a few things a bit. So does this make my face look better? Anyway, not much change. Okay, so still nothing in the chat. Alright, if I open this window capture right here, it should display the Redmi Wiki, correct? Or yeah, the whole thing. Fine. And well, that's for STARDOM. I'm just gonna continue reading the Redmi Wiki randomly while waiting for more people to join. Yeah, Dance for STARDOM. Location test dates: July 7th to 9th, 2017 as Step Star. July 29th to August 1st, 2017 or 2017 as Shuffle Dancers. What a lame and lazy name. September 1st to 2017 to Unknown as Dance Generations. Okay, and this March 23rd, 2018 is what I consider to be the official birthday of Dancerush. Yeah, so that's why I always do my anniversary video for this game every March. Okay, once per year I gather all the Thai people in March, and this is the reason. Even though a lot of players have already forgotten, even the Dancerush official page on X, or we should call it Twitter, has forgotten to celebrate its anniversaries because, well, it seems like they want to, you know, like just dump this game into the forbidden zones right now. Things doesn't look positive at all. And well, still no one yet. That is kind of sad. Is it public though? Or is it because like this live stream is still being unlisted? That'll be lame. That'll be super lame, okay? Still waiting. Yeah, but it's Sunday afternoon. Maybe some folks haven't woken up yet. But you know what? I just want to begin. Although this BGM might not be the best idea because all these BGM are so good and it makes you want to play. Yeah, really, just go to the arcade and dance right away. Maybe using Dancerush songs as BGM music might not be the best idea. I have to think of like something else better in mind, like later for the next live streams. But anyway, okay. I'm just gonna talk to myself because the first part of the live stream, it's nothing much of importance, okay? So, what's up everyone? So, how long has it been since the last time I did this? I could not remember. Okay, so 2 months, 3 months, yeah? And once I get back here again, I feel like I have to relearn everything once again. Like, I didn't do anything with this square, green square, rectangle and all the chat box, and I'm not sure if it's working at all. It's like, I hope it does, but we're not getting any chat right now, so I'm just gonna continue. Anyway, so first of all, for people who have followed my channel, okay, all my subscribers, you might have seen that this event Kesh has been less active on YouTube, right? Like, obviously, I seems to have reduced my pace of posting long forms, okay, the horizontal format. But not only that, even shorts that's supposed to take less time to produce, like these ones, for example. I'm gonna show you in a minute, okay? So, not just long form contents, but even shorts. So, these shorts, like, I don't do it like regularly on a daily or weekly basis anymore. So what has happened, okay? So in short, no pun intended, 2 things. Well, first of all, this, okay, this is the one, this is the first reason. And second of all, other types of content, and they're like kind of related. So I've teased, like, not really fully promoting it officially, but I've told people through several means, okay, on Discord, at the end of some of my videos, okay, links to my other accounts, or talking about other types of content that I'm interested in making, not just Dancerush videos. And well, let's just say the reason why I've been quite absent lately with my main YouTube channel is because I've been doing a lot more of other types of content on my IG, okay? So it's Keshki27, and you'll see that once you go to my, it's not Keshki27, I'm sorry, it's actually Keshki72, because apparently someone already owned the name Keshki27 and I cannot use it, duh. So on my IG Keshki72, if you go to it, I'm not really so proud of it, to be honest, but 70% of the content there is roughly the same as what I upload on my YouTube shorts, okay, just reels of me dancing, okay, playing Dancerush STARDOM. The other 70%, recently, however, it will be something that I'm not really so proud of, but I have to do it, okay? So I've entered through a special contract with a professional trainer where he would train me with a really discounted price, let's just say. But in exchange, I have to make some videos, make some content for him. And in my case, I decide to make some IG reels for him, and that's not Dancerush, okay? So this is live. I'm reading your comment, but I'm sorry I cannot read Suzumiya Haruhi, okay? Yeah, just an anime name, right? This is live. Not many people has joined yet, and I want to talk about Dancerush, of course, but This is a little bit chit chat about myself first, like why I've been less active. Okay, so if you're in Japan, as your name suggests, I'll be really surprised because right now it should be like 3:44 a.m. if you're in Japan, and like why are you awake if you're Japanese? You should be asleep. So I hope you're not in Japan, because like if you were, this is the time that you should go to bed, honestly. Okay, but thanks anyway. So back to my Instagram. Okay, on my IG 40% of it is Dancerush reels. Another 40% is weight training video that I'm not proud of at all. And I hope that you can hear my voice. If you please okay, type in chat. And the rest, okay, around 30% is just random stuff, you know, like my IG is like, I know, I'm aware that it's quite a mess right now. Like but it's because there's so many type of contents that I want to explore. And well, unlike YouTube, I allow my IG to be more like a testing ground, okay, a place where I can test the waters of what works and what doesn't. So that's why when this competition, not really competition, let's just call it a workshop, but with also competition for creators, okay, was announced around April. I entered not with my YouTube, okay, but with my Instagram account, okay, because yeah, my YouTube I only restrict it for purely Dancerush, and the scope is just, let's just say it's just too niche, it's too narrow basically. So that's the second reason why I've been less active on YouTube, because I have to make content for my Instagram, not only for the contract I made with my trainer, but also for this iCreator Camp Gen 2. Okay, so what is this? Okay, I'm wearing the shirt. What is this? Happy Pride Month, by the way. Yeah, see, quite colorful, right? Almost like a rainbow. Yeah. iCreator Camp is basically a free workshop, but with an asterisk, okay, which I'll explain later. It's a free workshop assembling 100 creators where you can apply, okay, through online, and it's a 5-week workshop where they would teach a lot of aspects of content creation, from, you know, production, how to shoot videos, until like how to enlarge your team, how to, you know, build your sustainable career as a full-time creator or YouTuber. Now, in return, okay, for hosting free workshop for us for 5 weeks, but we only get to, you know, like get to join this workshop like only once per week on Saturdays. In exchange, you have to make some content for them as their assignments. So I got 5 weeks of workshops, okay, every Saturday for 5 weeks, and in return I have to like make some content. And in my case, I decided to go for IG Reels. Okay, so the challenge, okay, there are two assignments assigned by the team, okay, called Rainmaker. Shout outs to them, okay. So the first one, it was a challenge without any sponsor. The second one, however, is a sponsored challenge where you have to promote a camera of a really famous brand. Okay, the hint is on my shirt, by the way. Not saying the name, but the hint is on my shirt. Yep, yeah, you guessed it. So I really have to, like, it was really busy, pretty much. Okay, I invested a lot. Yeah, I really invested a lot in making content that's not just Dancerush videos, but, you know, trying my best to not just complete it for the sake of it, but absolutely hoping of winning, honestly. because yeah, if you win this competition, if you get within the top 3, you get their camera, like their camera for free, you know. Now if you don't make any content for them at all, you have to pay a deposit before joining this camp, and if you don't make the content, okay, you will not get your deposit back. So that's how like they kind of force you indirectly to make sure that, you know, like whether you win or not, no matter how much effort you put in to produce content for them, in exchange of them giving us workshop without charge, yeah, you have to make content for them, otherwise you will lose your deposit for nothing. Okay, what's happening is I'm talking about myself first. Okay, yeah, but Dancerush, we'll get to it really soon. Okay, so yeah, the camp already ended and I got my, what is this called, the diploma or certificate. Yep, certificate of participation presented by yeah, you see the brand name, right? There's no point in hiding anymore. So yeah, that's my first name, and at this point I don't really give a damn anymore. It's not that it's impossible to find anyway. Yeah, not that it's impossible to dig up anyway. So yeah, shout out to them. This is a really good camp for creators, you know, like whether you're YouTubers, you're influencers, or you just even if you don't make video content, if you make only, you know, like Facebook posts consisting of pictures, or you're a drawer, you're an artist, this is a camp for all types of creators. But to be honest, it's kind of frustrating that I didn't win, to be honest, right? Yeah, so I did put a lot of effort into this, and okay, on my Instagram also I had to make like weekly videos. On top of that, I had to make weekly videos on Instagram as part of my contract with a trainer. You know, like, and those two, this and those weight training videos on Instagram, that's the reason why this channel, okay, has been less active for the past few months. So that might explain my absence. Yeah, so well, yeah, it was a crazy experience. It was a wild experience because some of my competitors, or should I say fellow creators who joined this camp, some of these guys, they had like 100k, 200k, or even 600k. Some of them already had like the silver, or I guess some of them, if I recall correctly, some of them already had gold, you know, gold YouTube plates, and I'm competing with them. So yeah, I did put a lot of effort into it, but ultimately, yeah, that's a little bit frustrating. But would I still recommend it? You know, like if you're a Thai creator wanting to learn more about the art of content creation, yes. But you know, like after all the hard work that kinda, you know, like didn't take me far enough into the top 10 of the result announcement of this camp, the first thing after all the exhaustion, okay, is I want to get back into Dancerush STARDOM. But look what do we have here. That's what we want. That's, you know, like speaking of it, that's the next points that I want to discuss about. Is this the end of this game? Let me, you know, like retract my face a bit, yeah. But it's hard to see when like, yeah, the webcam that I set up is blocking my sight. But yeah, let me reduce my screen a little bit. In case you don't know, yeah, the latest announcement is the end of premium mode. Okay, so let me like read a comment a bit. You know, like, yeah, I've been kind of ignoring it a bit, but now the chat is getting lit. So yeah, starting from July, okay, you can no longer use premium mode. So what do? You have to, yep, just like many people have done, you know, like use your camera, use your smartphone, okay, which I've been doing since, I don't know, 2018, 2019, yeah. So yeah, Konami seems to not really love our game recently. And why am I setting it here? And why am I setting my face here, like blocking the chat box anyway? I'm sorry, I'm being such an idiot, okay? But yeah, it's a win camp. Yeah, it is BM Rush high, but yeah, it's kind of frustrating that I didn't win, to be honest. A little bit, just a little bit, because I did put a lot of effort into it. Now, Dancerush is the most freestyle game in the rhythm game spectrum. What do you mean most freestyle game? Like, freestyle is not an adjective. You have to follow the most with an adjective, you know, like, yeah, I'm sorry for being grammar Nazi. I'm like, you know, outside of being a content creator, which is not my full-time job yet, you know, like, I'm a freelance translator, interpreter, and also language teacher, so, you know, like, I have to be really strict on this, okay? You have to say, like, Dancerush is the most freestyle friendly or the most freestyle fun game in the rhythm game spectrum, and Konami seems to be killing it. Like, not in the positive connotation, you know, like, not like, oh, you're killing it, you're killing the move. No, Konami seems to be literally killing the game off. Yep. Why it is after midnight? I thought, I mean, what? I thought you lived in like the US for so long, like, so if it's after midnight, so you must be a fellow Asian. Hi, fellow Asian man. Okay, yeah. Did I get the camera? Of course not, because I did not even get the top 3, man. There were 100 creators in this camp, by the way, and I was like, at first I was not supposed to enter it actually, because I got like the first substitute, not the first 100, you know, like after applying for this camp, I did not get in the top 100 spot. I got like 101, and of course someone from the top 100, they, you know, they decide not to join, and that's why I got to enter this camp. Yeah, I think the biggest problem is that many places don't have dual machines, which means I'm sorry, the chat just flew off, you know. Is that many places don't have dual machines, which means you can't play with other friends and you can use relay mode. That's not really related to like this game discontinuing premium mode at all, to be honest. Yeah, so it's a part of chat confirmed. Me too. Yeah, this is gonna get the plug pool before GTA 6. I'm calling it here. Please don't say it. Like, I don't even play GTA 6, so I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Yeah, you're in Vietnam right now. Okay, I see. So yeah, let's continue. Now that I have, you know, like, yeah, I've reached the end of the chat. So, like I said, like, after doing so much content that's not outside Dancerush and still like, I do get some nice engagement, but that doesn't really, you know, like mean that I have earned any financial return from doing content outside Dancerush yet, especially on this Instagram. So after this competition is over, the first thing that I want to do is just get back to my comfort zone. But look what do we have here. Now, in case you don't read Japanese, I guess there's supposed to be a translate function, but yeah, I just turn it off because, you know, I want to improve my language, so I just set it default in Japanese. So yeah, pretty much basically premium mode, okay, will be available until June 29, 2025. Yeah, and thank you for all your continued support, and we apologize for this convenience or something like that. And yeah, this is Nate, and I agree with him. Why? What do you mean by that? Okay, so when we look back, okay, before that, if you live in Discord, Dancerush Discord server, you know, like, there's a guy who has been playing jokes about this game dying and like, dead, not dead, died, not dead, we're so back, it's Jower, we're so back, it's Jower. Every time there's an update or a lack of an update, okay, like 3 months pass, no update, it's Jower. And then we have like, what, new discovery song, oh, we're so back. After that, no Sparkfest, it's over. Oh, we have a new crossover song. We're so back. There are a couple of guys who've been playing jokes like every time. Okay, there's an update or there's a long absence of updates on Discord server, and it's kind of annoying to me. Okay, but this time though, it feels so real. It's over for real, right, guys? So, the fate of Dancerush. Let's not forget that last year we did not have Spark Festival. We did not have gym events. We did not have the heated summer dance camp. We did not have any major in-game dance event that we had in 2023 at all. Like, what's the last big like really big in-game event that you remember? I think it was actually Spark Festival After Party 2023, which was released in February or January 2024. And after that, it's just like a couple of crossovers, a couple of songs, yeah, every now and then, a couple of random challenges if you remember too. But yeah, the game has been pretty stale until pretty stale last year. But still, we had some hope that it will return. Like, I still had some hope. But this though, like this end of premium mode, you know, on the scale from 1 to 5, with 1 being nothing to worry about, this game's still alive, and 5 being it's definitely the end. Dancerush is over. It's the end of service. This is definitely a sign of end of service. I would rate this announcement at 4 actually. You know, like, yeah, this is worrying. This makes it really hard even for me to stay optimistic, even though I had been optimistic, you know, before. But until this point, you know, like until this announcement, and I'm like, we better think of, you know, like how to cope with it. We better prepare, brace ourselves, you know, prepare to cope. So, why is this so serious? Okay, I'm gonna explain in a minute. You might think that premium mode doesn't matter that much. Okay, I'm gonna reduce the song on my. Actually, I'm gonna reduce the song on my background a little bit because it's hard to focus for me. Actually, like using Dancerush as a BGM song is quite difficult for me to focus, honestly. But yeah, even though you may say that the premium mode is not necessary because what? Because players in the US or players like me, for example, they don't use premium mode that much anyway to begin with. And even Nishi himself, okay, on TikTok, for example, he has been experimenting more with not using premium mode, just using smartphone, setting it behind the cap, okay, and it's working. So yeah, you can still make dancers videos, you know, like everybody has smartphone these days, right? However, okay, so for you as players, especially for you guys who don't have premium mode, this might be a little bit hard to imagine, but do you know like the other reason why you might want to use premium mode aside from taking low quality videos of yourself? Can you guess? Do you know why this is like really concerning? This is a really worrying news. Why would anyone want to take premium video at all? Especially if you're not that good, to be honest, to be like really tactless, right? Some people like they may not want to post, upload, see themselves dancing anyway. They just want to play for fun and they don't really, you know, like want to improve their shuffling skill. But why is this worrying? Why is like no longer having premium mode could be a signal of the end of Dancerush? Here's the thing. Another thing that premium mode helps you is when there's any in-game event, any big in-game event, for example, Spark Festival or I hope you see the screen, you know. Not stamp bonus or Dancerush gym. Or if I recall correctly, this one, not really. Pretty much the two big events, okay? When there's big in-game event like Dancerush, Stardom Gym, or Spark Festival, if you play premium mode, it grants you lots more progress, okay, than when you play in light or standard. Like, I think, for example, it's like if you play on premium mode, you're progressing through these events, reaching the end of the timetable in Spark Festival, for example, like 4 or 5 times faster than you play in light, okay? Now, think about it. If there's a Spark Festival 2025 and there's no premium mode, it means that players have to progress through this event by playing on light or standard version. Are you following me? And the progress will be a lot slower. But yeah, that's what I did, like, after all these years, right? So yeah, it would help, you know, like, to play premium, even if you don't plan to upload your video elsewhere, because simply just to basically speed run through these big in-game events. But now it seems like, yeah, by them getting rid of this, does this mean that they're not planning to release these big events at all? Because, like, yeah, if there's no big events like this, then you don't have to worry about which mode you play, right? Do you following me? Okay, so should I explain it again in simpler terms? So Spark Festival and Gym events, okay, these are the events that pretty much you have to pay your way to clear the event, okay, to you know, like, unlock all the songs. And one of the ways to really speed up your progress is to use premium mode. By Konami, you know, like, Konami cutting these modes away. Yeah, you can interpret it as, like, them seeing it as this is not necessary anymore because we're not gonna release these big in-game events anymore for Dancerush. That's what I think. That's why in my opinion, again, that's just my theory, okay? That's why, in my opinion, this announcement, I will rate it on a, like, a concerning scale, you know, like, on a disaster scale, 4 out of 5. Yeah, I know it's a little bit too deep. You don't play Dancerush regularly, but let me, like, catch up with the chat a little bit, okay? Yeah. Dance Around is also getting their camera recording gone. Yep. I feel like you're trying to save money or something like that. Yeah, maybe just Japan economy sucks recently. You know, like, in general, not just Konami, but yeah, Japan. You see the yen is, like, depreciating, going down to the ground. Maybe you could dip into some sort of shuffle teaching, maybe. The thing is, I know that's the direction that I need to go, you know, thanks, you know, like, that, thanks chat, like, I know that, you know, like, in the long run, I should turn myself into, like, real shuffler, not just someone who's really good at Dancerush. But once I got outside the pad, got off the pad and dance in real life, I'm like a fish out of the water. I know that, you know, like, I'm supposed to become like a real shuffler, but to be honest, again, like, life gets busy and I don't think I'm, like, that's good yet to teach every single thing. Yeah, maybe just the basics. Okay. Oh, if you know Discord, you would know one person who does that a lot. Yeah, the guy who's always say, "It's Jower, we're so back. It's Jower, we're so back." And they're pretty big too. Okay. In 10 years, I think I'm giving that announcement 3 out of 5. That's still, like, more optimistic than me. Okay. It's either Sojo or Konami is trying to save us. 3 songs recording the game themselves. I'm more worried about the state of the game, not premium mode. But yeah, like I said, you know, like, this announcement might mark the end of the game. This announcement is, you know, like the discontinuation of premium mode is exactly a really worrying announcement for the state of this game, because it could be interpreted as we're not needing this feature anymore because we're not releasing these in-game events. So you guys won't need it for the next Spark Festival. You don't need to use premium mode to speedrun your Spark Festival or Dancerush Gym progress anymore, because yeah, we're not releasing them, and so there's no need for premium mode. This is what I think Konami is thinking. You know, like, maybe I'm a little bit... Am I being a little bit pessimistic? Maybe. But, yeah. If it goes online, I'm going to start modding the game. Yeah. Yes, hear me. So some people didn't know that. See, some people did not know that because you never had access to premium mode, right? But it's true. Yeah. Okay. I guess some people, at least some people, are following me. You know. Okay. So, yep. Thanks. Okay, my English is still fine at least. So yeah, 4 out of 5 on disaster scale. Now let's continue from here. Okay. If there's anything that can save this game, it has to be Dancerush 2. Like, the best time to release Dancerush 2 is not now. It was 2 years ago at least. You know, like, that's my honest opinion. Like, the birthday of this game is what? And in case you forget, I have said it in the beginning. This is what I consider to be the official birthday of the game. Okay, not the location test, but this. March 2018. 5 years. Wait, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I'm sorry. 7 years of Dancerush, and it's still Dancerush 1. Think about it, okay? Now, yeah. Will premium mode return after June 29? I have no idea, guys. Like, to be honest, I have never heard of, you know, like, any rhythm game removing one big feature out of their game and then just suddenly, you know, like, bring it back, you know. But again, before Dancerush, I had never been a Bemani main to begin with. You know, like, my main games before Dancerush were like Pump It Up, Dance Bass, My, and I cannot think of, from all these games, I could not think of any occasion that they removed one feature from the game and then inserted it back. That's why it's really worrying, you know, like, it wouldn't make sense, you know, like, for them to bring back premium mode without announcing Dancerush 2 first. That's what I think, but, you know, like, let me hear your thoughts in the chat. I'll read it later. So, yeah, it's think of it like, it's kind of stupid, because when you look at, you know, like, for example, Nishi, the DRS Nishi. Let me help Nishi real quick. That's just his sub account for some reason. Yeah, this guy. I think we don't. Oh, okay. Not only this guy in Japan, but a couple of other guys, also like Jake from Korea. And when you look at, you know, like, these guys uploading their Dancerush video, Dancerush content, hosting Dancerush videos, and also like how the game is so light. How, like, it still manages to attract this much people at this Play Expo event in Korea. Like, clearly there's still some interest in the game, but, like, you know, like, also tournaments in the West, in the US, of course, right? Are you telling me that despite all this, Konami is turning blind eye on these, you know, like, these popularity of the game and want to discontinue it? Like, for fuck's sake, man. Yeah, let me use some profanity here. For fuck's sake, why are you not seeing how the game is still being played, man? It sucks. It just sucks. Let me drink water a little bit. Also, if my voice is too loud, please tell me. You know, I have the bad habit of like not always forgetting that I don't need to shout when I do live stream because this mic's already working nice. Yeah. So if the game still continues, at least, or even better, if we have Dancerush 2, then no worries. Okay. Then we'll still continue. Like, yeah. Then if the game still lives, at least, then there's well, hopefully if the game still lives, then my channel still continues to live as usual. However, what I want to discuss next is, okay, before I go to bed, what if the game is dead? Now let me play some sad music. Do we have any sad music on my playlist? Not really. What if the game stays dead? Now let's turn off all the BGM and let's get serious a little bit. What if the day comes, okay, after what we just counted, 7 years, okay? What if after 7 years, after the announcement of the removal premium mode, they finally decide to simply cut off Dancerush? No more updates. Think about it for a moment. Let's take a deep breath. Well, to be honest, okay, like 7 years of this game, it's more than what, 4 years of Dance Evolution and maybe 5 years of Dance Base, my two previous, you know, like real dance games that are dead now. 7 years of this game, we have almost 400 songs. There's still so much concepts, so much, you know, like room to explore in terms of creativity, you know. So even though like there's no more updates, I myself, you know, for me personally, okay, this is me, but I can always find new challenges to do, okay, on my own. Even if the game doesn't tell me to, oh, there's Sparkfest, you need to keep playing to unlock the songs in the timetable. Or even if the game doesn't tell me that I need to play and accumulate 2000 score to unlock discovery mission, every time I go to the arcade, you know, like always have some objective in mind. Whether it's today I want to challenge myself, get at least 3 EXE, get 3 songs all perfect, or maybe like, yeah, today I want to try that cutting shape technique on About Right or on Get Up by MK. So yeah, even if the game becomes, for example, right, in a wide example, even if the game became offline tomorrow, I still have so much ideas, you know, like that I want to, you know, test myself, you know, like and show it to the world with Dancerush, you know, like there's still so much possibilities to explore. That's the word I want to say, okay? So yeah, even if the game becomes dead, trust me, the channel will stay. The thing is, I don't know if that will affect the popularity or the interest of people watching my content on YouTube. Like how much would my viewership decline, basically. But yeah, I can still see myself continue playing the game like for a year or two. And this is the answer that I have already answered on the Discord in the question of the week. So if you haven't, you know, like get in that, okay? Get in that Discord. Even though, to be honest, yeah, it has been like, it had been quiet. Like if you were in a Discord, if you're in Discord, Dancerush Discord server, you will realize that it had been really, really less active until this recent announcement. And after that, after this announcement, from being quiet, the Discord has been let's just say, quite dramatic and maybe somewhat pessimistic. Can't help it. Yeah. So that's just me. Yeah. Right? Yep. But, okay. As I've said in the beginning of the live stream, although not many people have joined yet, in the really long run, right? Yeah, I don't think I can make a full-time living out of, like making Dancerush videos anymore. Like, before I reach this point, okay, this Kesh, like reaching, 38.3k sub and still counting. While I was stuck at around 1k or 2k, like my ultimate goal was pretty much to, like at least succeed KAITEN. And I thought like after that, it would probably be easier. Like I might be able to turn like myself into a full-time creator after I beat KAITEN in terms of subscribers. But now look at this, right? Like within the people who upload solely or mostly Dancerush videos, am I not the one with the most subscribers on YouTube yet? Yeah. And does this number mean that, like, indicate that, yeah, I'm already living my dream, like just making loads of cash from simply playing a rhythm game? Of course not. Okay. So in the long run, look at other guys, okay? I said I'm the most subbed, okay, YouTuber who uploads, like within the YouTubers who upload solely or mostly Dancerush. But if we rephrase it a little bit, if we change the wording a little bit, of all the YouTubers who have uploaded Dancerush videos, okay, am I the most subbed? No. Okay? So who are the other guys who are more successful than me? We don't have to go any further. There's one guy. And there's also another guy here. Yeah. But guess what? Like, are they famous? Are they this popular because of Dancerush content? Because of solely Dancerush content? Obviously not. So, in the long run, yeah. In the long run, I know I'm so damn aware that I have to step outside this game. Maybe widen my niche, okay? Widen the scope of my content a bit or a lot, okay? More or less, pretty much. But it's been busy, aside from like teaching me a lot of knowledge, aside from this camp teaching me a lot of knowledge, like about content creation, the art of production, like how to write a script, by actually, putting myself into working the assignments that they gave to me, I also realized, like how you might not believe it, but how lacking I am in terms of, like becoming a full-time content creator. Like, when I was given a chance to borrow one of their top camera and use it to make a video to, like complete their assignments and have a shot of winning their prize, like I was fumbling like hell, like the file size, I did not know how to use it properly, the camera. And when I put the file into my laptop, it was too big. My laptop almost crashed when I was processing it on CapCut. And then I realized that I was taking way too long to edit, like a less than 2-minute Instagram reel, because I was not prepared. I didn't have like presets, built-ins, BGMs that I that I would use regularly. Okay, I don't have like a clear branding on my IG yet. Maybe ultimately those are some of the reasons why I did not win in the end. And yeah, pretty much I still have a long way to go. I still have to work on that. But before that, let me turn back on the BGM, right? Right now I'm still staying alone, by the way. Yeah, I'm still a solo content creator. let's catch up with the chat a little bit, okay? Yes, please. Yes, please. How much you be like still writing a song for Dancerush still? Yeah. Let someone let KO3 or how much you write another song for Dancerush, please. Yep. Feels like Konami just didn't to see any of the game release post 2012 and doesn't want to maintain the past 10 years talk. Unless the game is Dancerush unless the game is DDR or Beatmania, right? Yeah. Unless the game is named DDR or Beatmania. Because Konami have been clinging on those two titles for like 20 years, I guess. I mean, I haven't checked the data, but I'm pretty sure that those games are really old and they still like keep it. Yeah. I feel like they're going to change the caps. Why would we have to look at Drummania and pretending at their new caps? Like, yeah. Here's the thing. The thing is, we always see, like if you ever lurk around X by Elon Musk, if you ever lurk around this ass social network at all, you see a lot of retweets, posts saying dining key game, okay, in Japanese, meaning popular game, and people like use this quote to post or retweet pretty much anything from pictures of a Dancerush cap to videos of people playing Dancerush. Sometimes it's used as a joke. For example, like a picture of 4 Dancerush cap at Ikebukuro with no one playing, literally no one in the picture at all, and they post this with the caption, the popular game. But sometimes it's real. Sometimes they really mean it. Like, for example, I could do this right now and show you guys how this is done. Okay, how this sometimes joke, sometimes being serious, famous quote is done. Like this, and let me type in dining key, which means very popular dining key game. Like this. What I want to say is, I have never seen that being done with Drummania and pretty much any other game at all, man. So, like, first of all, how popular is Dancerush anyway? When people are referring to it as the popular game, do they mean it or not? Or is it like depends on situation? So yeah. Second of all, if it's true, if Dancerush is really the really big popular game, why are they giving new models for Drummania or Guitar Mania or Sound Vortex first before Dancerush? It sucks. Yeah, it sucks pretty much. I feel like we want a remodel, but maybe like Dancerush being popular is just a myth. It's sad, guys. It is quite sad. Like, if you think about it, all of their signature games right now that are being actively updated were first released before 2012. Now that's a good point. I mean, what? With the last game among them being Sound Vortex. So yeah. In other words, you think that like it's not Dancerush's turn yet, okay? Because Dancerush hasn't paid its due yet. They have to give respect to games that have come before it first. Is that what you're saying? It's interesting. This is one point that I might come back and think about it later, actually. Yeah. We're talking like, yes, I'm referring to that, like, yeah. There's still tournaments in the US, so many tournaments in the US. And also Nishi is hosting like tournaments every month or every other month. And Konami is not seeing this at all. Like, they're pretty dumb or blind. They're either dumb or blind or both, you know. I don't know how the return of the investment of Dancerush, but if they're only breaking even, then from business point of view, it's understandable to exit. Rip. Hard to stay optimistic, right? Yeah. Yeah, COVID prop. like does COVID have the long time effect on the revenue at all? But it's not just Dancerush, so like it's pretty much it should be like every other rhythm game, right? Now we're back, no one's wearing masks anymore, and Drummania and Kitadora basically gets newer, shiny, super eye-catching, very more otaku attention grabbing new models before us. It's frustrating. Yeah, the lack of KC sucks too. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that, you know, like ultimately it might mean that I might not be able to achieve my dream of winning KC. Yeah. It might seem far off recently, considering that Nishi has really, you know, stepped up his game. Like, he's really solidifying his KAC throne. And also another player, R-cade, who's getting really scary. And on the other hand, in another corner of the world, Kesh is fumbling with content creation, not really, you know, like showing off much clear upgrade or new tech in Dancerush. But yeah, like deep down, you know, like I do want to win like one major tournament, dance game tournament before I die, you know. like winning dance space or winning point of freestyle is already out of picture for me. So yeah, I was really hoping that we still have KC, but yeah, if it's gone or if there's next KC, but Dancerush is not in the lineup, to be honest, for me it's like one less reason to live. Yeah, this is a little bit serious. Guys, like, oh man, no, okay, I'll still be alive, you know, like, but yeah, life will suck for me. You know, like, not but it's already pretty much is, you know, with the latest announcement, so there's that. I think Bemani in general might be broke. Zenochi. Yeah, Zenochi. Wait. Someone. He's a shuffler. Yep. What about Nishi? I could just say that Konami not spend their games to make 2 more regions like Sega did to Pardon. And another stupid reason, and another stupid decision is like keeping dance around inside of round 1. Like, given the nature of the game and nature of Asian people, I would say, you know, like I'm quite optimistic. I'm like 75% certain that if that's around ever landed in Thailand, land, yeah, it would probably be more popular than Dancerush because it looks easier to play. It looks more eye-catching, attention-grabbing, you know. And yeah, guess what? Round 1 exclusive. Until when? I don't know. Until they cut off certain feature of Dance Round 2. Shame on you, Konami. Music's too loud. I'm sorry. Okay, let's reduce this a bit. Okay. Yep. Turn the music down a little bit, please. I guess it's too late now. Yep. Let me do this. Okay, now I think it's too quiet. Or maybe next time we should just go without BGM at all. Maybe we need to see if there's Dancerush in 2025 KC. Maybe we have to see first if there will be KC 2025 at all. Yeah. Casual audience in Norway call it DDR. Yeah, and people still. Yep. Even until today, I still get comments on my YouTube shorts like calling the game DDR or or like Project Sekai or yeah, Project Sekai with feed, you know. And some people could really get like triggered. Yeah, it does trigger a lot of people, but you know, for me, like, I don't care. Yeah, if they comment the game, the name of the game wrong, you know, if they call it DDR, I could just reply to them. Therefore increasing the comment in the shorts, and therefore increasing the engagement. You see, win-win. Or use it as a reply video. Yeah, I know it will trigger some people, but yeah, for me, yeah, as a content creator, it's good for engagement. Yep. Really need to start having these Ask We music. How is DAR doing in Asia? In North American, barely anyone is playing it. No idea because, yeah, it's only in round 1, and round 1 is only in Japan and US. You know. Well, in East Coast zone in the United States of America, Dance Base is closed down many years ago. Yeah, and you typed the name wrong. It's DANZ, by the way. Yep. Okay, so, now I've caught up with every chat. There's one more thing that I want to discuss, but I'm definitely running out of time. It's like 30 minutes past 2 a.m. and I'm not supposed to be sleeping late. You know, but my sleep schedule has been fucked long time ago, since like 4 or 5 months ago, and yeah, I know it's not a good thing, but how should I end this? Okay, again, if the game goes offline, it would still hurt me a lot. It's like, well, I'll have one less reason to enjoy this earth, but ultimately, I know that in the long run, not just for me, okay, but for all of you, like, the quicker you can learn to cope, or, you know, like, use all the things that you learn that the game has taught you and apply it elsewhere. In the most apparent example would be to become a real shuffler. And instead of enjoying Dancerush, go to real rave, go to real EDM fest, like I did last year at Neon Countdown. The better it is for you. Okay? Yeah. Or you can try shuffling on DDR. Like, because that game is gonna live for many years to come. Konami will never ever drop DDR and Beatmania. It's their, like, what? First and second child. Yeah, that game always, those two always get more love from Konami than pretty much any other game in their lineup. So yeah, you can try Freestyle on DDR or pump it up, you know. And well, premium mode, okay, it's a worrying sign, but to be honest, when you think about it, let me end it this way, okay. Most of my videos, okay, are not premium mode because I don't have it, okay. It's just fake premium, like this one, for example. This is like, in case you still don't know, this is shot with a GoPro, like, attached to the front of the camera, like this. There, here. It might be hard to see because, like, it's suggesting new videos, but yeah, this is how I shot my fake premium mode. Okay, this is the GoPro right now, and yeah, like, when I think about it, like, I can't think of my best works that shot with the premium mode at all. So ultimately, you might not really need it. Yeah. Okay, if you want to leave like with a little bit of positive, optimistic note is, well, the lack of premium mode should not stop you from filming yourself, okay, or improving as a Dancerush player. Like, I don't really use it that much because I have it, and when I do, sometimes, like, when I go to Japan, okay, for some reason I have never been able to take like a premium mode that became like one of my most proudest like premium video at all. For some reason, I don't know, like, I'm always like too exhausted or not at 100% when I go to Japan and use this feature. This might be one of the better ones, I would say, but still not top 10 or top 20 of like videos on my channel. And still, look at this, the view count is still pathetic, right? Compared to for example a fake premium. Like this one, for example, Butterfly. So yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind. And the other thing, what was I about to say? I forgot, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Dance Revolution, how did the same scenario because they got rid of it? Yeah, so What else I'm about to say? What else I'm about to say? I'm sorry for being so forgetful, guys. Let's look at these and until like I figure out what I want to say for the second thing. I'm sorry. I should become like, you know, I should have become yeah. I should be more well prepared. Yeah. Wow. We do have like so many videos actually. Wow. You know. Oh, Keshki. You have come so far, Keshki. Why am I complimenting myself? Because I forgot what I'm about to say next. I feel like there's... Oh, yeah. Just a little points that... I've been so busy that I even forgot to post, you know, the monthly... The supposed to be monthly. Yeah. Community post of underrated players of the month. Like, I forgot April's and May's underrated or player month of post here, and most of these players they do use premium modes because most of these are Japanese and Koreans. But well, think about it. Now this is another point that, you know, like I just like I don't realize until this moment, this frame moment. So for us, okay, Thai, for some reason, of all the Asian countries, for us Thais and Americans and Europeans, because you by default do not have access to premium mode, you always need to rely on your smartphone. It's normal for you. But every Japanese and Korean, 99% of them, okay, 99% of the videos of Dancerush players in Korea and Japan, they have been shot with premium mode. Now that it will be removed, what will happen next? Will some people stop uploading at all? Will we see less videos? Will we see less videos from Korean and Japanese players? Or after June 29, will we still see the same number of videos, but from so many different angles from Japanese and Korean caps? I don't know. That is another interesting to see, because definitely it's still not the end of the game yet. Not yet, right? But the Japanese and Korean players who have used premium mode regularly for all sorts of purpose until this very day, like after this, what will happen? This is another thing that, you know, like I never thought about until like this moment, until like 2:42 a.m. in my country. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see like how will the Koreans and Japanese players cope with the lack of premium mode, because unlike me, you know, like in my case, like I never had it to begin with, you know, like if you check it, you know, like I never had a strong... For me, it's natural, okay? It's easy. I've always filmed from the back like this. But for them, like, how would they deal with this? We'll see, you know, like, so if you want to see, like, hop on, you know, like, yeah. So it might be interesting, you know, like, so start following all these guys, all these top players in Japan or Korea if you haven't already. And well, we'll see what will they cook after this, because yeah, the game is still barely alive, okay? It's just on the life support, and that is the title of this video, okay? I guess that is all for today, okay? Yeah, so I don't know what the next live stream will be. I don't do this that much, but thanks everyone for joining in and discussing your opinions, okay? If you missed this live stream, you still fine, okay? Or if there's anything you want to leave as a comment, this live stream will be saved as public, so don't worry. I do come back to check comments even on live stream from time to time, so yeah, feel free to continue discussion elsewhere, whether it's on Discord or under the comment section once this live stream is saved. Until then, don't rush, but dance rush.